A very good morning to you all. A warm and fuzzy morning to you all from Madikwe Game Reserve. We have had quite the morning. All we needed to do really was wake up, make our coffee, and the lions were outside our camp. You've got to love it when that happens. And we've just watched this Mahiwa walk all the way. And where does he decide to position himself out of all the positions around us? Right in front of our car. Doesn't always work like this, everyone, but when it does, it feels really nice. Good morning. My name is Lauren. Rian's on camera, and this is one of the Mahiwas. But he's not alone. We've got the rest of the pride somewhere around. He's being the lazy one. They tried to go after some zebra, and well, the zebra were not happy, let's say that. And the impala are also very upset right now. If you sort of look at the Madikwe vegetation, it's very open. Let's go. I mean, they have been hunting. I don't know how serious they are about it. Oh, okay. They heard that. He's been very obliging this morning. Very, very obliging. And look at this gorgeous young boy. Look at you. You're gonna get there one day, little one. You're not there right now. He's gonna have it tough. Madikwe is jam-packed with lions. There is another sub-adult male, so it looks like the two of them can go off together and at least they have each other. But it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, we've got some red hartebeest here just in the morning sun, and it's quite nice because their horns are sort of glowing a little bit at the moment, sort of just the light hitting the wet horns, and you get this little bit of a shine, which is quite nice. There's also a couple of youngsters in here. Oh, there's a very, very young one there. That's also going to be a few days old. And there it walks. Wow, look at that youngster. That is so sweet. This is a fine specimen of a adult bull over here, and you're going to notice that there is a collar around his neck and there's a little box on top of his head. This is a tracking collar, but just to let you know, this is not for the guides to understand where these elephants are. This is strictly for conservation. They need to understand how the elephants are moving, where they're going, which family groups they're socializing with, etc. And for that, they can develop a lot of data. And the more you know about the elephants on the reserve, the more you can sort of protect them and conserve them. So that's the whole idea behind that. Look at this. This is an incredible sighting because they're feeding. The rest of them are in the bush. We've managed to find quite a nice big troop of baboons, and they're all walking in one direction. It's quite nice, almost like a flow or a stream of baboons over there. Very cool. Oh, look at those baboons are mating there. Uh-oh. Ah, still young baboons. Look at this. Look how big some of these baboons are. My goodness, there are some very big baboons in this troop here. Let's just watch them for a second because we don't often get them on camera. They are very shy of people.
The home of elephants. We have two tiny little elephants that are really showing quite a lot of the play here, testing one another. Is that from that age? It's in the nature of the elephant, of course, to really play that push game that when they grew up, they know that between the two tiny little one, who is the strongest? And that helps quite a lot when they get into a competition of mating, and they will know that I'm stronger than you. You cannot able to really be in front of me and do something. It's how it actually works in nature. Beautiful. It's a morning exercise. There were lots of youngsters here that were really doing the same thing. The one that is in front of us now, he was really pushing with his brother. I think now the game is over. When we get here, while you are away from us, it was doing that entertainment. It looked like it's a good morning for these breeding herd of elephant. They're all happy. You can tell that it's an animal that you can spend time with them because they didn't have a difficult night. It shows from the youngster where it's more relaxed. Even the female, you can see the muscles are very relaxed, nothing trumpeting, no rush. They're all like stationary one point, not moving, which shows that they have a very lovely time in the area. It looked like they were busy the whole night. That's the reason this time of a day you find them, they still want to relax. It looked like they had a hard time. That's where most of the time, if you look at the time of buffalo, it's always changing. If they do have interaction at night and able to fight the whole night to protect the whole family for the rest of the night, most of the time they'll graze during the day in order to really cover that time. Some of the buffalo are night feeders, some of them are diurnal feeders. But the species itself, it's a diurnal species, not a nocturnal species itself. So what happens most of the time, if they have a difficult time during the course of a day, try to defend themselves, and they don't have much time for them to feed around during the course of the fight or interaction. Very beautiful. Here we see these tall giraffes, two adults and one youngster. It could be more giraffe in the area, but as you know that there's no permanent social structure of the giraffe, that have to be like 20 all moving together. That's good thing of the giraffe. Sometimes, animal that moves in big picture of a herd, it's very easy to be concentrated by the cats because of course the information is all the time on the ground and they can be easy to follow. But the single one that moves alone, it tends to be so much difficult because you don't have that much information. You might roam in the area from corner to corner, and unless if it comes across with the lines, or if he gave a certain sort of information, especially if it's really it's quite of blood trails that lion would love and hyena would love to follow that, then it's another scenario that because lions would really knows that as much blood comes out, the animal is said to be getting weaker and weaker, and it will be easy for them to make a kill. That's the reason you find them, they will concentrate on that. But otherwise, if a lonely female at home, doing home ranging here with a youngster, even if they come across, they know that it could be lots of exercise before you get that animal down.
Hello, Xidulu. It's just come in from the south. Thanks again to our friend Clayton from Chitwa for helping us to find her. There she is. Xidulu on the Xidulu. Those of you who've heard the name Xidulu before, maybe are quite new to the show. Xidulu is the Shangano Tonga word for termite mound. Hello, beautiful. Found her a number of times out here on foot as well. She's incredibly relaxed female. How tracking them can be quite tricky. They walk around the edge. They don't want to get their feet wet. And even and that's where the good track would have been. Heavier set in that mud. Avoiding the water at all costs. And the squirrel now is shouting. I've taken my jacket off. It's suddenly gotten very warm. What have you found there, Xidulu? That's a nice reflection, Gert, eh? Sure. She's licking the earth. But I've had some crazy encounters with this leopard here. And some of them on foot. She's a very relaxed cat. She comes from down south in the Sabi Sands, close to the Singitsa properties in a property called Ottawa. And she arrived on the scene here in my first year, 2018. She just materialized as a young female. And she's had a number of litters, of which Kara is the only, there we go, there's the Fleming grimace, of which Kara is the only adult surviving cub so far that I know of. She spends a lot of her time on Arethusa and Simpimbili. But these impalas are going to meander as this one male decides to try and start herding them. It's been wonderful having all of you on board with us this morning on this Wednesday morning's sunrise safari. We do look forward to, as always, hosting you again this afternoon from all of our wonderful locations. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your comments and engagement. Until this afternoon, have a wonderful day further. Until then, good day, goodbye.